being inserted into our tables. So here I've selected star from our products table and we have our 7 entries down here. But I actually want to update the coffee origin of our filter coffee from India to Sri Lanka. So to do that I need to use an update statement. And here I've written out the syntax. So we need to type update table name, and then we need to set our column name, so in this case coffee origin, equal to our new value. So this will be equal to Sri Lanka. And then we have a where clause. So we'll look at more at where clauses later on in the course as well. But here it's going to say where a column is equal to a certain value. So in our case we could use where coffee origin is equal to India, or we could use where ID is equal to 7. So let's type our update statement for changing the coffee origin of our filter coffee from India to Sri Lanka. So we need to type update products, so the products table, and then we need to set our coffee origin column equal to Sri Lanka, and we need to say where ID, so the ID column, is equal to 7. So it's going to look for where the ID column is equal to 7, then it's going to change, or it's going to update the coffee origin column equal to Sri Lanka. So let's run this statement, and let's select star from products again, and we can see that the coffee origin has changed from India to Sri Lanka. So that's how we do updates on data in tables. And by default in MySQL Workbench, you are only allowed to use the primary key column in the where statement when you're updating data, and that's because automatically it sets safe updates. So to change that, we can set SQL safe updates equal to 0. So 0 means false, 1 means true. So here we're deactivating safe updates, and run that. And now we'll be able to update our data, but we won't have to use the primary key column when we're using the where clause. So now I want to show you how you can update more than one column at a time. So here we've just updated coffee origin, but if we select star from products again, I want to change the price and the coffee origin of our Americano. So I want to change the price to 3.25, and I want to change the coffee origin to Ethiopia. So let's write the update statement for that. So we have to update products again, and we have to set price equal to our new value, so 3.25, and then we can just type a comma and type our next column, which is coffee origin, and set that equal to Ethiopia. Hope I've spelled that correctly. And then we can say where name is equal to Americano. So the name column is equal to Americano, and Americano has to be in single quotes. And let's run that, and select star from products, and you can see our Americano here now has a price of 3.25 and a coffee origin of Ethiopia. So we've updated 2 columns in one update statement. And we can also update 2 rows at the same time. So at the moment we've just looked at single rows, Americano and filter, but we can also update 2 rows at the same time. So here we have, for our espresso and macchiato, we have a coffee origin of Brazil, but I want to change all our Brazilian coffee to Colombian. So let's write the update statement for that. So we need to update products again, and we need to set coffee origin to Colombia, and we can say where coffee origin is equal to Brazil. And let's run that statement and select star from products again. And you can see it's updated 2 values in the coffee origin column. So we had our espresso and macchiato coffee origin as Brazil, and now they've both changed to Colombia. So in this video we've learned how to update single values like India to Sri Lanka. We've learned how we can update multiple columns for a single row. And now we've learned that we can update multiple rows in a single update statement. So that's it for the update.